Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. And recently I have been working extensively on agents framework, and I have worked on two framework, LangGraph and OpenAI Agent SDK. So in this video we are going to compare both the frameworks and see the capabilities of both the frameworks, how the documentation is, how easy they are to use, and what are the different structures they are following. So let's get started. You can see here I am comparing both the frameworks. The main thing where a framework differs is the support of tools. On the case of OpenAI Agent SDK, there are limited set of tools. RAG and internet search both utilizes the framework or the platform OpenAI rather, while LangGraph, which is built on top of LangChains, so it supports the tool that are supported by LangChain or developed by LangChain. Both the framework have very extensive and detailed documentation. So now let's look into the actual code implementation and what the different things you will need. So I have first built a backend using Python Fast API, but I'm not going to talk about the backend. We are directly going to look into how the agent is implemented. So let's first look into LangGraph part. So in LangGraph, you need to use create React agent that will provide you agent executor. Agent executor has a stream method and it streams different thing like content or tool. If in case tool is used, then tool name, tool argument, and tool arguments and tool content. And on the front end you can utilize these things to render the information. On the OpenAI Agent SDK part, you have this way of creating tool which takes the name, tools, the model that you want to use and the instruction. You create, or rather you use runner to run the agent, and it has a method run. So you run the agent and you wait for the streaming. So the event can have multiple things. You can see here a raw response in case agent updated. That means one agent passes the information to another agent. Then run item can have tool argument, tool output, and you can have the final output as whole, and you can stream the output as it comes from the OpenAI itself. Now let's look into the way the tool has been made. So if I come here, let's look into this get table availability tool, and I'll come here and open the table availability tool. So you can see here almost the structure is same. You create a pydantic schema or model that will work as an input schema for the tool. So you can see that both are same. Then what you need to do is that you need to create or write your own function or own API call where you actually fetch the information into a function. This will receive a context and arguments, and you write a wrapper function on top of this. It is not necessary, but I have done that. So you write a wrapper function on top of the actual function and call it run, and then you create your tool using function tool built in OpenAI Agent SDK. It will take name, description, parameters, JSON schema that is coming from this pydantic model, and on invoke tool which function you want to call, and these are the some configuration of the tool. So this is how you build your tool. You build the schema, write the actual function, create a wrapper function, and create the tool itself. On the LangChain side, the functionalities are similar. You create a pydantic input model and then create a tool itself. It will take name, description, and argument schema. Obviously this tool inherits base tool, and then it will have two methods. One is synchronous and second asynchronous. The method names should be underscore run and underscore a run. You will receive the keywords argument into this. You pass it through the model, and then you can have it, and then you call your actual API to do the function. One important thing on OpenAI part or OpenAI Agent SDK part I find is that there is a context. So let me show you one thing. If I come here, you can see here in the chat I receive, let's say, users information or any other information for that particular request. I can put that information into the runner as a context, and then I can have that into the tool whenever the tool is called. So it is like convenient way to have consistent information throughout the API calls from the front end. So this is one important thing I find helpful in OpenAI Agent SDK, which is not kind of available in LangGraph, but there are other ways to get the same functionality in LangGraph as well, but it's hard to understand. So I guess these are the few things I wanted to explain about these two frameworks, LangGraph and OpenAI Agent SDK. I myself, using OpenAI Agent SDK, not because, it is superior or something like that. I don't want to create any controversies here, but I like OpenAI Agent SDK because it's a bare minimum and it lets you do whatever you want to do. So I like that. But also, I have done work on LangGraph as well. It is again powerful tool to build agents. If you trying to build agents, you can choose any of the framework. If you have any confusion or if you want to ask a question regarding the comparison or regarding which framework to use, you can comment it down in the video. I'll get back to you. I hope you have gained some knowledge out of this video, and if you do so, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Enjoy life, feel the music. Peace.